Ming Chen, what's happening, bud?
What's up, guys? It's an honor. It's a pleasure. It's a wonder to be back here.
It's a miracle of faces for radio, and yet, hey, why not? Let's go live and see what happens.
Yeah, we're all full on Detroit-style pizza, and we're like, let's record now that we're all wanting to take a nap, but whatever.
Yeah, before the carb coma kicks in.
Yeah.
I was actually talking more about you guys letting an Asian in here that could potentially just got back from the Wuhan province. And, but I see you guys actually have masks over here, so
Someone brought those in.
Our cleaning lady, Danielle.
Oh.
Yeah,
she was trying to be helpful.
Somebody we know just bought 40 masks for him and his family.
Hey, you do what you got to do.
His name's
I didn't know tampon pads had strings on them like that. So like, what the hell are those? Like, masks, Bob. Face.
Masks, Bob. Yeah.
Oh, different.
So hey, we're here hanging out. 'Twas the night before Astronomicon, and all through the pod, whatever. I don't know.
Right. Not a podcast was stirring except for this one.
Yeah. Except for 3 dad bods. I don't.
Don't ever do that again.
Sorry, I was channeling my inner Dr. Seuss.
We were we were just talking a minute ago. They had when Astronomic was in here. They said that there was an Amazon video on Prime.
Yeah.
About like making of a Comic-Con,
Yep.
and he's like, "You're in it," like referencing me, and I'm like, "What?" And sure as shit, I have 2.5 seconds. In the video of going, I love this con, holding up a drink.
Oh yeah, drink in hand. Oh yeah.
So needless to say, you don't remember that moment.
I kind of remember something, but I had no idea what I said or did.
Is that like a UFO abduction? I know something happened.
Did your ass hurt afterwards? After
it always hurts anyway. So
good point.
Yeah.
Good point. You eat a lot of red meat.
Totally. Yeah. German sausage.
So yes, so Ming obviously is in town for Astronomicon, which means
I'm so happy.
God, it's going to be a long weekend. That's what that means. That means I'm
happy.
sure we'll be at Whiskey in the Jar. We will be at Temple Bar.
Yes, we will.
Odds are good we'll be at Lafayette at some point.
I mean, it's not a trip if we don't make it to Lafayette, Coney Island, Telway.
Yeah, we just got done gorging ourselves on pizza from the joint up front, Palazzo de Pizza.
I love it. Literally the moment I haven't even pulled in yet. It's like the pizza's already ordered.
Hey,
you guys know me so well. I love you guys.
None of that Domino's crap for you, man. Only the best.
No, yeah, Tom Monahan or whatever, whoever owns that shit can go screw himself because
he has. I don't think he's been alive for a while.
Oh, he's no longer with us.
No.
Tom Monahan, former owner of the Detroit Tigers, is no longer with us.
Screw his deceased self then.
Yeah, and his shitty pizza.
Figuratively or literally.
Dude, so random thing. So I started watching it's a documentary on Vice about the Hells Angels. And it's like a 6-part series. And one of the things they were talking about is how like they had different tattoos, different colors that people would get for like different things.
Right.
Like it was wings, and like it was brown if you were with a Latina chick, or blue if you banged a cop. And like the guy's on there, and he's like, I know there was one for necrophilia, but I genuinely can't remember what that color was.
Come on,
and I'm like, that's probably for the best.
Gray.
I was like, what would it be?
My favorite story this year of all time, this year, at least 19, in this PC bullshit culture we're living in right now. We've been going to dive bars for our whole entire lives, and there's always been signs on some of the seedier ones that say no colors, which means no motorcycle colors.
Dude, I remember that was you that I had to explain that to.
No,
at Selena's.
And then, I go, this day and age, someone's going to get, like, pissy about that. And sure as shit, someone went to the news, and it became a big-ass story on how they were offended. And they're like,
shut up.
They're like, no, it's a motorcycle reference. They're like,
no gang colors, no biker colors.
No, they thought it was, like, this bar is racist. They're like,
no, it doesn't say no colors.
Right.
Yes.
RS, big difference.
Yes.
Big difference.
NT,
huge
tentacles.
difference.
But I love that there's still like motorcycle bars like across down the street from this place. Like there's what like called the Fourth Reich Motorcycle Club.
I've heard many stories about this.
That has an AMI jukebox.
That one could hypothetically take over from the bar
not
across
us.
the
We
street.
would never do that.
No.
But hypothetically.
I've heard stories of there's 3 or more bikes outside that people play in the Navy by the village people out.
Right. I would never stream Gloria Gaynor from the Fourth Reich.
No, never.
Never.
Yeah, no YMCA. No.
It's literally raining. It's not raining men.
No one would ever Google 50 gay anthems and priority play.
No
one would ever do that.
Never. No Madonna, ever. I would never do that.
Cher? Forget it.
Oh, God, yeah, that would never happen.
So Astronomicon setup is tomorrow. The con kicks off tomorrow.
Yeah, they invited me back.
Hey, they not only invited you back, apparently you're Mr. Astronomic.
I know. Hey, this is a title that I did not ask for, but I'll gladly take.
Like, did they make you a wrestling belt or anything to go with this title?
Or like a crown of weed or something? Or like, no, I think it's just, what's
at least a custom hockey jersey, anything?
Maybe something's come. Maybe they're going to present me with something.
By the way, there's a new Hotness. I know you're a Better Made fan.
I am.
There's a new. It's a puffed Cheeto deep dish pizza flavored.
What?
Better Made. It's glorious.
Dang, man.
It's up there with Funyuns with me now. It's like one of my favorite
Holy
chips.
crap. All right, somebody bring those to Astronomicon if you're listening to
For
this.
the 2 people listening to this, yeah.
If you're at...
So far, John Cohen Eddie.
Right.
What we're watching
Just all our friends are watching.
They're just happy to hear their name.
All our friends are watching. Shout out. Yeah.
One of my the new Hotness that I've been watching. I've been on YouTube Hill because I've been stuck in the house because of my stupid knee.
Yeah.
And I've been watching like C-SPAN and like the prank calls. So they'll have like 3 numbers, one for Republican, one for Democrat, and one for Independent. So they're like, caller on the Republican line, you're on the air. And he'll go on, we're like, yeah, thinking about gun control and how it's stupid. And oh yeah, do you ever suck Howard Stern's balls? And the guy will click.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Right.
But like you get like these guys will try to like egg them on. Then there's a whole bunch from like Public Access New York, and they're like the guys. I'm talking like 30 calls in a row, and the guy's like got this straight, like he's still got this smile on his face, like okay, a new caller.
Apparently 4chan is getting blamed for the problems with the Iowa caucus. Which I love.
Puts the cock in caucus.
No, my favorite expression that I've heard so far is the Democrats really caucus blocked themselves in Iowa.
I thought it was the app that
horrible.
Hillary Clinton's staffers made.
There was some of that, but apparently the phone lines for them to call in the results, the phone number got posted on over and over and over again.
I love
and the
how
lines got so flooded.
Somebody caught Nancy Pelosi doing the OK symbol at the whatever the last thing was.
Oh, they
Right.
said it was like a gang sign?
No, it was a racist because
Okay.
4chan said let's try to troll the media. So then it actually came out. Now it's actually listed in like a racial
Now
slur
it's a
database.
thing. Yeah.
So like every player in the NBA that shoots a 3-pointer now is racist.
Yeah, or and we played the look game. Yeah,
Right. Look at the whole, which we've been playing since we've been 12.
if that. Yeah.
Oh, man, we got to get Mike Zapsik on that racial database. I mean,
I did write a letter once to Cracker Barrel, wanting to change their name. It's like, were you around in Michigan when there was a coffee place called Beaners?
no.
And the Latino Defamation
So
League came out and said
Big B coffee.
Big B
Oh, I know,
coffee.
So
Is
Big
that
B
what
used to be
Beaners?
Beaners.
Yeah.
Yes.
They called it Big B. No, it's called Big
Yeah,
B.
the Latino Defamation League came out and said they were offended,
Beaners.
so they changed it to me. So I'm like, you know what? No more Cracker Barrel. I want to put it. So we wrote this letter saying, according to the racial slur database, and I like wrote it like
Right.
tried to half professionally.
As a middle-aged white guy,
Yeah.
I am offended.
I am offended by this
By
name.
Cracker
I go, you might as well call it Hunky Bucket while you're at it.
Right. Right, or like, Lady Chinky Barrel or something. Like
Right.
Chink-
No tiki, no washi. What? Like,
I just want some chicken dumplings. What the fuck?
Dude, there's a place on DoorDash because you never know. Like,
Takey Outy.
It's Takey Outy. I'm like,
Takey Outy.
really?
it's right next door to Daddy's Donuts. Dude, I'm not kidding. So here you got Hall Road,
Okay.
the corridor. You know the Golden Butthole, right? That whole story.
Yes.
So they got the Golden Butthole. On one side of the street is BJ's Brewery.
Okay.
Then on the other side you have a place called Titty Nails,
Right.
which is TITI Nails. It's next to a Osaka sushi hibachi place.
Yes.
So I'm like, oh my god, I'm there for like my family's kid's birthday party, and I'm like, Titty Nails. So there's Daddy's Donuts, Titty Nails, BJ's, and Takey Outy.
It's a very erotic part of the neighborhood.
In the middle of the Golden Butthole corridor.
Right.
Yeah.
Very erotic.
So they got Sonic the Hedgehog to actually stand in front of the Golden Butthole this past week. Like they thought they were being funny, but no,
Right.
sure as shit. There's a guy in a Sonic suit standing in front
Wait,
of the
the
Golden
good
Butthole.
Sonic or the shitty Sonic from the first version of the movie?
Nah, it's like the
they
guys
redo?
that hang out in Times Square and ask for
Yeah,
$5.
yeah, yeah.
One of those. Like the guy with the Spider-Man suit, but he's clearly got like a huge beer gut.
Right.
But and you can see his
Yeah,
bag.
man,
and
I'm
then
a superhero.
right.
If I can tell what religion
Right.
you are, you should not be wearing that cosplay.
Right. Like I can see your bag. You're not Spider-Man.
That just reminded me. Are you guys familiar with a gentleman named Phoenix Jones by any chance?
Any relation to Basketball Jones from?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, or Leroy Jones, or
There's Leroy Jenkins. Yeah.
He's a guy from the Seattle area that would actually get dressed up and fight crime.
Yes, actually, I do. Okay, yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
And we had him on Comic Book Men because we all got dressed up in our white bread town of Red Bank.
I do remember that.
We wanted him to show us how to fight crime, and all we
I
did
remember
was,
that episode.
Yeah, we ended up busting up like a kid who was riding a skateboard where there was like a no skateboarding sign, all this, and he
Beat
got
up a little girl running a lemonade stand without a permit.
and he got fed up that we didn't want to bust like real crime. But by talking to him, he was like, after we were done shooting, he was like, "Hey man, you guys want to go to Trenton with me and bust some real crime?" I'm like, no.
No, the cameras are off, dude. We're
By
good.
the way, I gotta ask you. I'm going to ask you again on IT in the day on Monday, but I don't care. I'm going to ask it now.
Okay.
How the hell did you pull the strings to get in the line on Reboot?
Oh, so I'll
Because he looked like Mike Zapsik's face. He looked like a dejected, like
Let
he
me
like he
finish
lost
this-
his puppy.
Let me finish this story. And
Yeah,
I'll get
yeah.
right to that. So he's a comic man, and he really, the cops in Seattle kind of turned a blind eye to his vigilantism because he would bust some crime every so often, but he just got caught selling meth and cocaine.
Sweet.
So yeah,
Not the hero we want, it's the hero we deserve.
yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
pay for all that vigilante money.
Right.
Yeah, but he seemed like sort of the real deal. Like he did mixed martial arts. He fought in the octagon. Like that's how he would train to fight real crime. And for a while, it seemed like he was doing some good.
Right.
But yeah, you can't.
Here's the thing,
you
like,
can't sell
if
drugs,
you were
man.
like, if you were like, if I was Batman right now and like, okay, go solve some crime, and I could walk around Detroit probably for 3 weeks and not see shit. Like, I don't know, like, what's that guy gonna find?
yeah,
I'm just saying.
I think he broke up a lot of fights in front of nightclubs and stuff. But like he was telling us, like he's been stabbed 3 times, been shot a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Worth every penny.
worth every penny. Yeah. So well, we got him on the show.
Right.
I don't know if that was good or
It
bad.
kind of looks
but-
like in Dark Knight, the Batman that they the catch the guy that was faking being Batman.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Kind of looks like an old, like
Yeah,
50-year-old drunk,
he had
chubby.
his own suit and everything, and he would for a while he never unmasked himself until I can't remember. He went to a press conference and he unmasked himself. I am Phoenix Jones. It was a whole thing. So.
And then you just heard crickets.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Chirp, chirp,
Who?
Right.
But Jade Samba Reboot, Kevin's newest movie.
Yeah.
Out on digital download, Blu-ray and DVD.
My first movie I
Oh,
rented on
nice.
Google Play
Oh wow! So
because it wasn't on anything.
Yeah.
So I kept digging, and then
Found
I
it.
found it on Google Play and I got it.
best $3.99 you could have spent. That
$5.99, I think.
$5.99.
I did,
Okay.
yeah.
You were robbed.
Yeah.
It's a self-funded movie. Kevin needs.
That's fair.
They got to pay for the movie.
I'm not a pirate guy.
Yeah, but somewhere near the end, you see the return of the comic book man. We all make a cameo.
And you like had a poem.
I did, yeah. So I was the only one of us 4 to get a line.
Did you draw straws or how did you pull that off?
So originally, as scripted, it was like maybe a 1-minute scene. So we all had lines,
Yeah.
and it was a pretty, not involved, but it was a short scene. But each of us had lines, and we had some exchange. But yeah, reading it as because we drove down there to film for one day, and I got the lines. I was like, this is a lot of dialogue that we're probably getting cut out.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Realistically, our scene does not drive the plot forward.
Right.
Like you could cut it out, no one would ever miss it. But I thought it was really cool for Kevin to include us. It
Absolutely.
was pretty awesome. So yeah, we all
I was
had.
proud of y'all.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
We all had lines, but yeah, I guess for time or whatever, the other guy's lines didn't really drive the plot forward.
I'll say the look on Zapsik's
And,
face and Johnson's face was like, God damn it, Ming. Like, it was one of those, like, you get to talk. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't asked Mike. Well, I did ask Mike what he thought. He was like, "Oh, it kind of sucks," but he kind of played it off. I think he might be a little.
so do you get, like, SAG insurance now and shit?
So what happened was, so you can't join SAG for whatever duration, but there's
Yeah.
a loophole where you can join for 1 day,
Oh,
and that's what we did. It's called the Taft-Hartley law or something.
okay.
Yeah.
You can join SAG for 1 day to get
There it
into a
is.
union production.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure Brian and Walt didn't really care about their lines being cut. Mike, I'm gonna say he probably did.
Right. I don't blame him.
But yeah,
I could see him holding a grudge over that one.
Right.
Yeah.
It was fun, but lest you think I don't know what you thought about my performance. It was like, wow, man, this is the greatest thing since Raging Bull and Robert De Niro.
Little Dr. Zhivago, yeah.
Yeah,
I am Spartacus.
but
Yeah.
in the scene, you see, I have a little notebook that I'm reading out of, and I had my lines written down.
Right.
So I'm reading. I'm not even and I play myself. So there's no, before anyone starts submitting Oscar ballots.
Right.
I just want to.
Great. Omar Sharif, Ming
Oh, yeah, I'm
Chen,
sure
you
they're
know.
lining up. Yeah.
Right, Ben Kingsley and Gandhi.
Yeah.
You know,
Give me a steak, medium rare.
yes.
Sorry. Gandhi too.
Gandhi too. He's and he's great with the ladies. We're talking UHF. Weird Al
Exactly.
Yankovic's UHF.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
It really is. I remember the first time I saw it. I think I was in high school, and I was like, "Holy crap, this is awesome!" Obviously, we love the music,
Right.
but we didn't know if he could pull off a feature film.
Right.
And he did. That movie's so underrated.
Well, I raised my daughters on it, and the funny thing is, I had them watch Raiders of the Lost Ark with me, and they go, "Oh my God, that's the scene from
Yeah,
UHF."
yeah.
I'm like, "No, it's kind of vice versa." But
You saw UHF first. That's
well,
how
the funny
well
thing
done it
is,
was.
if you ever looked on YouTube and you look at Spielberg ripped off Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Right.
there's a scene almost shot frame by frame that I know we talked about the airplane
Yep.
Zero Hour one,
Yep. Yep.
but Raiders of the Lost Ark is the same crap with the rolling ball, like the
Oh,
big,
yeah.
but it's like completely stole line or frame for frame.
Oh, yeah. Him and Lucas are complete plagiarists,
right.
man. They just made it work out for them.
Flash Gordon with swords,
Yes.
yeah, with
pretty
light
much.
swords, yeah.
Exactly. But I think the one time I did meet Weird Al, I was like, "Hey man, why aren't there really specialist cities?" He's like, "Yeah, man, right?" And that was my.
I have
that was my-
I have a T-shirt, Special City,
It's not a bad idea.
because we sell, and that's all.
It's an old movie. So Dave Williams, everybody that's always at the events, posted last night that he was watching Running Scared, not the 2006, whatever that was, the old 1986. I know how much you love Gregory Hines, but yeah, Gregory Hines.
Movie's
Billy
like
Crystal.
death to me.
Dude, that is one of the greatest, funniest goddamn movies ever. What is wrong with you?
I never liked Billy Crystal, and Gregory Hines got tapped shoes on, and I hate him.
There was,
so.
but there was no tap dancing in.
I
Running
don't
Scared.
care.
Yeah, this wasn't White Knights. So wait, are we talking good movies and bad movies with the same names? Because the one that comes to mind for me is I think it came out in the early '90s. There was a movie called Gladiator, but it
Yep.
wasn't the Oscar-winning Russell
No.
Crowe.
It was the white guy
It was-
fist was the bare fist boxing guy.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a boxing movie
Yeah.
with him and versus Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
Called Gladiator. It was the guy who directed Roadhouse. He directed that
Okay.
movie. Which is I looked up. He's like, he didn't direct Gladiator. I thought freaking what's his face.
Roadhouse is another one of those. It's like
So good.
it's so good, but yet it
Roadhouse.
makes no sense. Like, gonna hire this bouncer, gonna clean up the town.
Cooler.
Like what? Like what?
Yeah, Mike's the one that he's a huge fan of that movie. So I didn't watch it till later
It
on.
makes no sense.
And I'm like, Mike, are there really coolers like this? He's like, oh yeah, man. Like I guess they exist.
Right.
Oh yeah.
gonna have Terry.
That's a real job.
Oh yeah.
Gonna have Terry Funk and blind guy playing blues. And,
Terry Funk.
Well, what if they call my mama a whore? Is she?
2 words, gentlemen. Be nice.
Be nice.
Be nice.
give me my coffee.
Yeah. Be nice.
Isn't he like 5'6" anyway?
Who's that, Patrick
Swayze?
Swayze?
Yeah.
Well,
5'9" with the hair.
Now he's 6 feet under.
But it doesn't matter because in the movie he does Tai Chi shirtless. So that's all you need
Right.
to know.
Was
Yeah.
Lisa Nemi? That was his wife, right? Or Nemi?
I believe so. Yes. Yeah. The doctor, the hot doctor.
Banging the doctor in a barn. She's a doc, and she's gonna go up in the top of a barn,
Well, I mean, she's a small town doctor. It's not like she was a big city girl
Right.
doctor.
like the ones on Hallmark Channel.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's how you fall in love, man. Always fall in love with a small town doctor.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
They got nowhere else to go.
Dude, I love, and I did not know this even happened. I love that you told us that there was a basically Hallmark Channel movie convention.
Con, yeah, it was called Christmas Con. It took place in Edison, New Jersey last December, and they
I'm
brought
so
out
horrified this was even a thing.
they brought all the actors from all the Hallmark Christmas movies, and this thing was packed.
Dude, I sat with my wife and actually watched it. Usually I just screw around on my phone.
Yeah.
But I actually watched it, and I go, so let me get this straight. The mom is like the Martha Stewart of like the of like the village.
Right.
And she makes the great gingerbread houses.
Right.
But the daughter is trying to live up to the mom's expectations. But she can't make a good gingerbread house. But in the meantime, she meets a boy who's kind of like her Mr. Miyagi, and he bakes stuff, and he teaches her how to make a gingerbread house. And at the end, she gets a ribbon for placing in the contest, and then he kisses her. And that was the end. And I never get a rebuttal. I always get, oh, just shut up.
Just shut. Yeah, no. So it's that movie with the girl and the guy, and then there's a problem, and
And
then
you'll
they
all
kiss.
solve it.
And if
Yeah.
you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-team.
Dude, yeah, like
She never wants to make sense of it. Like usually, like if you say like Terminator sucks, like I'll go, yeah, the part where like Reese sent back his dad to bang his mom.
We started talking about this Monday night.
Sucks. Like I don't get it, but the movie's phenomenal. Like
Yeah.
you can't deny it was a great movie. It's just that part's stupid. But she didn't even want to argue logic with me. It was just like, yeah, I know. Just leave me alone. Just let me watch that goddamn
just
movie.
let it be. Just let it.
So, man, what's your take on that? So, like, I get the whole butterfly effect and, like, Back to the Future,
Right.
and you get a farmer's almanac and you start betting on sports games.
Sure.
But, like, Reese, like, John Connor sends back his dad to bang his mom.
To make him.
And then to save him from, so he can bang his mom, to save him from.
Right. It's a little weird. It's a
Like-
little weird. But at least he didn't have to send himself back to bang his mom to make him.
But how did
kinda
he
like
get
in Back to the Future?
I go, so Cameron made a movie about chicken and the egg. That's really what it's all about.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Well,
Reese came first, not the chicken, but I mean, I'm just saying.
Right.
Well, I
Space-time
mean,
continuum.
maybe I don't know. Maybe she did. You don't know.
And I'm convinced, dude. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Was there more booby when you were 13 than now?
Bob's having a Mandela effect moment with the Terminator.
I swear she got it edited afterwards because I thought there was way more titty
Just in
from
general
Linda
in
Hamilton.
movies.
Linda Hamilton titty.
Oh, just in that movie
Yeah,
alone.
because there's like side nipple and stuff, but there's not like full blown.
Side nipple.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
there's
you
not
saw a little front because they're doing
Barely,
it. They're banging,
though.
Right?
No,
She
no, no.
kinda leans
'Cause-
up and you see it, right?
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
I know, like when I was a kid, I would hit pause and leave it on the TV for like an hour or two, and it would
See,
burn
that's
in the
my
screen.
theory, is that he's remembering all the time, all the pause time.
Right, and you kind of 3D mapped it in your brain,
Right,
like,
right.
for the full titty.
Sort of like you know the weird science, you know, as it's coming up on the computer
Right,
screen.
right.
Right, you did the whole Terminator like.
But I'm almost
and
convinced.
you, like,
I'm convinced they cut it out. Like she had him cut it out. Because she was married to the guy. She's like,
was?
you know what? When this thing goes out to HBO, can you cut some of that titty out?
Right, just like a millisecond.
Yeah.
You might be right. I
Right.
wouldn't put it past her.
Yeah. I'm convinced.
So we have to go back and buy a VHS.
it's like the
copy.
Lucas version. Like, you know what I mean? Like they added the
The not so
bantha.
special edition.
Like, there
yeah.
wasn't banthas in the first one.
Right, and then
you know.
McClunky.
Right.
McClunky. So what we need is go back in time to '86.
I need a VHS copy.
Get a VHS copy.
Yeah.
And then like
Compare
time
titty
it.
to titty. Yeah.
I'm sure there's
Somebody
a flea
should do
market
this.
somewhere.
I totally believe you though.
There's
That
a-
could have happened.
for science.
That one on 10 Mile, I'm sure, has a Laserdisc version.
There's a Laserdisc end cap in that.
Well, speaking of which, RST Video from Clerks.
yeah.
Some nut
I saw this.
went in. He was just gonna buy their VHS collection because that place has been shuttered for over 20 years, preserved in time though they haven't touched it. And he was a VHS collector, and he went in to inquire about what it would cost to buy their stock.
Right.
And they're like, "Well, the place is for rent too, if you want it." And he decided to reopen the RST Video store as a video store. So he's currently doing that right now. It looks good in there. He cleaned it all up.
Like with all the VHS.
He's going to
tapes?
rent and sell the VHS tapes to the nostalgia market. But they also gave him all the membership cards that were left over. There are like the receipt slips that say RC Video on them. Like the stickers that they put on the boxes. They let him have all of that. So he's gonna make a goal of it, making this a legit.
They'll be on eBay in
Is there,
3.
is there Come on Eileen?
2.
Is that? I'm trying to think of all the
I
names.
imagine, yeah, coming in socks. Come on, Eileen. Big black cocks with pearly white cum. And don't forget Happy Scrappy the Hero Pup.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I imagine the stock included all the porn stash in the back, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that? Yeah, I was gonna say, was that actually there?
Oh, yeah. There's a,
Oh, there's
I
a
like,
back room?
yeah. So as long as I've known Kevin, which is since 96,
Yeah.
that place has been closed. Like,
Oh,
I've
shit.
never stepped foot in that place. And they were, people own the building, own the Quick Stop, too.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't need to rent this out.
That's what I always love about the family video, and like, there's still a couple
Yeah.
of them in Detroit.
Yeah.
And there's like, they still got the porn room. It's like kids' movies $1, and dads, don't forget to check out the back room.
Yeah, don't forget
You
to
know.
check out our wide selection of adult videos.
Right.
For After Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at a time though, that was you had to go to liquor stores or go to family video. You know what I mean? That was where you got your.
or the woods. The
yeah,
porn
right.
elves.
You know, there's
that existed.
porn elves. Porn elves were a thing.
Dude, across 14 Mile, there was the easement, and then there was the big sewer tube that went all the way to Detroit from 14 Mile. So it's like a 6 mile sewer
So
tube.
the Barons
Then
from
there was
it.
like a hill part, and there was like 80 tires where everyone would sit and smoke pot. Then there was the treasure chest. And I'll never forget, like
Treasure.
we were maybe 11, and my buddy stole one. Like you don't steal it. Like it's almost like it's like the treasure. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Like Raiders of the Lost
It's
Ark.
community
you can't,
porn.
Right.
Yeah.
You if you take it, you need to put something back because otherwise you'll get spirits will chase after you.
The porn elves will come and strike
Right,
down
right,
your
right,
soul,
right.
yeah.
But yeah, that was one of the weirdest. Like, I don't know how our parents let us go there. Like,
Because those were the days where they didn't know where we were, Bob.
right.
That's
Well,
yeah.
we spent half of our days in the river at Maple Lane Golf Course collecting golf balls without waders on in a sewer river.
Right.
You know, yeah, and we didn't get sick.
Gray water.
Yeah,
Yeah, they let you go because you were out of their hair. They didn't have to worry about it.
pretty much.
So it was like, get out
They
of here.
can't call us.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, street lights are coming on.
Yeah.
Got to get my ass.
Well, we were
home.
all Sandlot kids. It was whoever lived in the court.
Right.
It was 4 seasons of sports, whatever was seasonal at the time.
Right.
And then when we got bored, we went
Off into the woods
to the
and-
sewer tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just had to be back by dark.
Right.
It's very
right.
easy.
Right.
Yeah, kids
Drink
were
out of the hose.
Yeah.
We never had lunch.
Right. Lunch.
Yeah.
Water. Yeah, you get water out of a hose.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a-
Yeah.
Not a plastic bottle.
Right.
What the hell?
Dude, you know what we were talking about? Do you remember Penn and Teller Bullshit?
Yes.
One of my favorite shows of all time, and they had a show where they
this
had a
is the best.
water sommelier at like a fancy like French restaurant, and they had this list of like 12 different waters, and all of them got filled up out the back in a hose. And
So
like,
were there people going, wow, I could really taste the
dude, like the
minerals in this
no,
water
they're like,
shit.
this one's totally crisper than the first one we tried. I can taste them, and they're like going
They're
on.
like, this is from the Himalayas. Oh my god, I can totally taste the freshness of the that Arctic
That
click-
glacial,
oh.
like-
And they were all excited too, like I'm your water sommelier, and they're like, "Oh my god!" Like, and they're trying different ones. They're like, "Ooh, let's try this one," and they're like so self-important. And now they're like, "Yeah, all of these were filled out back
No,
in
and
a
then they would pull
hose."
them out back and show them the guy
Like the
filling them
hose,
all
yeah.
out with the hose.
like
Oh, it was
dirty ass
amazing.
hose.
Well, that one in the episode where the organic food is bullshit.
Yeah.
And they would cut a banana in half. And they go, the left one's organic, the right one's bullshit.
Right.
And they're like, oh, the organic one is so much richer and flavorful. They're like, it's the same banana. And it's like those videos on YouTube, like they watch people die inside.
Right.
Like the look on their face, like, ah. you
Oh,
know.
so yeah, or the protesters. Hey, we're raising, getting signatures to end women's suffrage, or ban
Okay.
ban dihydrogen monoxide.
I've been watching the people that are banning fossil fuels protests, and they're like, just a guy walking around going, how'd you get here? How'd you get here? How'd you get here? Like, oh, you drove? Used fossil fuels? Like,
Way to stick to your guns, there, Captain.
right, the people can't, like, unless you're living in an Adobe hut and drove a bike here, you got nothing.
It's all about integrity, ladies and gentlemen.
Integrity.
It's all about integrity.
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 You've been watching the new South Park, haven't you?
I have not.
Holy shit. So Randy's got a weed farm, right? Integrity Farms. So like the one episode, there's like 3 back-to-back episodes that all tie in together. One of them is he's losing sales. He can't sell any weed. So he's like, I'm going to go sell the weed in China. So he packs up a suitcase and goes to China with a suitcase full of weed.
Yeah.
The whole plane is full of Disney characters because they're trying to open up the Chinese market too.
Right.
Editing all the movies. So that was the whole point of the whole thing was like, F you Disney for editing your shit for the Chinese market.
Yeah.
And they were just assholes the whole time. Well, the next episode is Randy got thrown in jail, prison in China. So now he's like, well, what the hell? I can't make any money now. I can't sell in China.
Right.
So he goes to Burger King and he's like, you want to try a new Impossible Burger? He's like, yeah. And he's like,
Like, what is this? Oh,
So-
it's plant-based.
yeah, so he takes a bite and he goes, tastes like shit. He goes, people pay money for this? He goes, yeah. And then all of a sudden you hear like, I want to get high. And him and they conjured up this idea to sell stems and seeds from the pot
Yeah, yeah.
and make weed burgers.
Integrity burgers.
Integrity burgers.
Integrity burgers.
So like the whole episode is like, so his T-shirt is tastes like shit. You won't care. No, it's been great. I think they only did like 4 or 5 episodes and they
Yeah.
stopped again.
These guys are nuts, man.
Oh, it's
Trey Parker,
great.
Matt
It's
Stone.
great.
These guys are insane. I love it.
The Detroit is still my favorite season.
What was
yeah.
it, 4 seasons ago?
Could have been 4
Yeah.
or 5. Well, they got the first one was they got
We
the whole-
swore they were here.
I mean,
Well, when they opened up the Whole Foods in Midtown, you would have thought that the Taj Mahal got built and
Right.
goddamn Dalai Lama was holding court, you know.
It's Detroit, man.
Oh my God, we got a Whole Foods.
It's gonna
We're
save the world.
Saved us.
Oh, it was all about, and then the whole Yelp episode.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, the gentrification. Was
The
it the
lofts by
the
Kenny's
lofts
house.
by Kenny's house.
So they built all those fancy lofts around like the shit ass houses. And it's like, oh my God, this is so Detroit right now. $500,000 for that loft, and then that fucker's burnt out like a minute
Right,
away.
$500. It can all
Right,
be
right,
yours.
right.
But I'm hearing the RoboCop statue is going to be erected somewhere. Is this correct?
Allegedly, yes.
Yeah, they're putting it in
Okay.
the Science Center. That
Yeah.
needs to be smack dab on Woodward and Jefferson.
Right, next to
the
the-
Joe Louis Fist, and they're putting it in the
I agree.
Science Center. It's bullshit.
I think that's the only place they could get permission to put it.
You know what was bullshit? When we went to Philly, and the Rocky statue was on the ground to the right. It wasn't on the top.
on the-
Well,
so you couldn't
apparently
run
they
up
had
to
just
it?
moved it back there, like because the guy was telling us it had been like a mile and a half away someplace else, and they just brought it back there.
They moved it from where we took the picture?
Yeah, no. That's what they moved it back to there.
Oh.
like up until a month before we were there, it was like a couple miles
Oh.
away.
So it wasn't the top of the steps, and people bitched it wasn't art. I'm like, what's more art than that?
Were you planning on running up there? And
I made it up.
resting
No.
your-
It's
So
one of
raising
the,
your
one of the
fist
best
and shit?
photos I've ever
I made
taken
it
in
up
my life.
halfway. It's not; those aren't hard steps. Like if you
Right.
ever walked it,
Yeah,
it's not like
I
Joe
have been up
Louis.
there, yeah.
And I made about halfway. I'm like, I yell, I'm like, Mark, Dave, take a picture. And I'm like holding my knees, catching my breath. So then Mark made like Bobby, and he did it in black and white instead of Rocky.
Right.
You know, like,
Why the hell were you in Philly?
Mark's bachelor party.
bachelor party. So I'm like,
Philly?
no.
No.
hang on. So I'm like, he's bachelor party, and I go, you want to go to Vegas,
Right.
or do you want to go to Philly, where Rhino's wrestling Rob Van Dam with an ECW reunion
Okay,
at the
well,
ECW arena?
Duh.
So like Mark's like Philly. So we basically got tickets for.
That was
like
the drunkest, cheesesteakiest weekend I have had in my entire
we
life.
went to back Geno's and
Oh,
Pat's.
of course, you got to do that.
Oh, no.
I get
No,
to-
we ate the whole
you don't
thing.
understand. It's our first night there.
Okay.
We go bar hopping. We're
Right.
drunk as hell.
Right.
Hop in an Uber. We're like, all right, take us to
Right.
Geno's and Pat's,
Yeah,
whichever
down
one we
Pat's
come
Street,
to
yeah.
because they're right across. They're
Yep,
across
yep.
the corner.
Pat's first.
It's like whichever. So we go to Pat's. We're like, and we
better
all
one,
order a
but
foot
yes.
long,
Nah.
and we
Geno's?
and we
Oh,
we
God.
like knock that out.
Right.
I'm like, well, we're here.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go try that one.
Right.
We'll get one and we'll split
Right.
it.
We got to be fair and
Yeah,
democratic.
and then we
about
get
this.
there. Nah, we each all order a whole.
Yeah.
we all kill that one too.
Then the next day we got DeNix, and then after the ECW show we went to Tony Luke's.
Good choices.
So
my
I said
friends.
Tony Luke's bread, Geno's fixins, Geno's guts.
Right.
So everybody's like, okay, that's proper. Like it's kind of like here, it's like, yeah, I like Lafayette, but goddamn, the onions are good at American. You know.
I'll take the Pepsi challenge with that, but
Yeah. No, if you eat them both, like you can tell, like
I have.
there's a difference in the hot dogs. I don't like the chili is better at Lafayette. The
Yeah, for
bun's
sure.
better at Lafayette.
Right.
But somehow I like the hot dog and the onions better at American.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like a
You should try to bring a naked hot dog over to Lafayette and see what happens. Like you just give me the bun and put
Right.
chili on this.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You should see what happens.
Make
if you
my
do that.
own. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember what happened
Like
when
a
we tried to
combo
go there
meal?
last time? They were claimed that they were closed. It was 3 a.m. And
I
like,
do
Lafayette?
remember that.
they were like, you can't come in. We're closed. I'm like, closed? What the hell are you talking
What
about?
does that
They're
even?
Never closed.
Wait, what? Yeah,
Someone puked her shit on the floor.
yeah.
Yeah, so I guilt tripped them though. I'm like, what? So you want me to go next door? Like, oh no! You guys eat 5 minutes. You're good. Okay. I'm like, all right. I
Don't
can
make
eat
me
5
post on
minutes.
my Instagram. I got followers.
Yeah. I'm an influencer.
Right.
I will Yelp the crap out
I
of
will
you.
put this rant in between my 8 pictures of coffee.
Yes, and women doing yoga. Yes, for sure.
Do you
But, yeah,
fart?
I mean-
you ever fart yoga? But I know you're a yoga guy.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You got to fart
Oh,
publicly
all the time.
Just
man.
let it out, right?
It opens you up, man.
Yeah.
So
So that was if I ever write a book of memoirs, it's going to be called Everyone Farts in Yoga.
Yeah, and they do.
Yeah. Instead of like hot yoga, I just want to call it like fart
Fart
yoga.
yoga?
Yeah. Is that URL available? Check
Smell
out
yoga.
Yeah, you better grab that one. Yeah,
Right.
GoDaddy.
Where it's like, no,
GoDaddy code.
the prerequisite is you got to eat like 4 bowls of Raisin Bran for breakfast, and then you have like sweaty yoga at 6, and then
Yes.
everyone just farts.
Right.
You're not even stretching. You're just.
There was an episode of Jackass where a guy did that.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, they got a guy who could fart on cue, and they went.
Mr.
and-
Methane.
It wasn't him. It was another.
He used to do Blue Danube.
Yeah, he plays
Good
music. They
Lord.
had some other guy going and they filmed him farting in yoga like for an hour. The whole they chopped it up. But
I don't know if I'm more jealous of a guy that can fart on command through like his anus or like the hand fart guy. Like the guys that can do like Super Mario Brothers on their
Sure.
hand fart.
Right.
Like that's one of the great like. My daughter could do, and it got to the point where she's embarrassed now. But like when she was 12, she could, and I'm like, you're like you're sent from the heavens. You're like my Perseus.
Right.
You can hand fart Super Mario.
That's a talent as useless as podcasting. Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But
What else can I say? I said fart, anus. Yeah, I'm
you
going
did
through all
fart,
the.
anus, and I think we're good, right?
Right.
Fart.
check.
Right,
check,
exactly.
check. Yeah.
Yeah. We were saying that we missed Mike Zapsik. He was here a year ago.
We do. We always miss Mike.
But, you know,
Middle
like,
finger. Here's a middle finger over a podcast, Mike. Just,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, Mike, we think you're number one.
Yeah. Miss
But,
you.
yeah, people are like, well, wow, you really miss him? He's not, you like going to cons with him? I'm like, no, he was our designated driver last year.
Hell yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Dude, and that man was a saint for
Oh my
everything
God,
he
yeah.
put up with.
We were at the end of the night. So Mike doesn't drink. He's been sober for over 20 years. So, and I had my mom's car, and we would go to Whiskey in the Jar, Temple Bar, wherever. Smalls. And at the end of the night, I would hand him the keys. I'm like, Mike, get us home. Mike, can you drive us home, Mike? Mike, we love you, Mike.
You had Smalls eating the leftover Chinese food that
Oh,
was like
yeah,
random
yeah.
Chinese
We were at
food.
Smalls, and then somebody set out this random Chinese buffet.
Yep.
And you guys were like,
Oh, and Mike was begging us to
Yeah.
keep you from eating
Yeah,
anything.
and I was
I'm
like,
so
"Don't-
I'm so
don't
mad
make
at you
him."
for not slow dancing with that 6'4" transgender.
you know, now I don't have many regrets in life, but that's
That
one
was
of
one,
them.
yeah.
I totally would have done.
No,
it.
I was
don't-
totally picturing like Booger with the Omega Moves, like
Right.
grabbing ass.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even want you to dance. I wanted you just to like grab ass and put your cheek on like
Sure.
the belly.
Consensually, of course.
Yeah, of course. Oh, of
Consensually.
course. Yeah. You had to ask.
But I think that was the night. It was near last call, and I wanted to hang out. So we all did. We're all drunk. We're like, and Mike's like, come on, we gotta go. I was like, nah, come on, we're going like half an hour. He's like, and Mike's like, no,
we are done.
fucking going now. Give me the keys. We're leaving now. Like, and this is after like 3 nights of this shit.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I can't blame him for being, a little testy. I'm like,
No, I
man,
understand what he, like. I take my booze break every year,
Yeah.
and it's I go out. I don't mind hanging out, but like right around 11,
Yep.
man, I'm like, I'm done. Like you guys are all clowns.
Yeah.
Like I hate all of you.
Yeah, but he had to stay because he had to drive us
Right,
back. Or he
right.
didn't have to.
He stayed till small
Theoretically-
still too.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. God bless him.
Yeah,
He was a hero for sure. But I did, like, you don't realize that when you've been drinking. But man, yeah, we were fucking annoying, man.
Oh, of course
Yeah,
we were.
Mike, thank you very much.
Mang, eat the egg roll. Mang, eat the egg roll.
Would you guys stop telling him to eat the goddamn egg roll?
But what did I do?
You ate the egg roll.
I ate the egg roll. Yeah, I mean, random free Chinese buffets at
Why
a
would you
dive
not?
bar. Why not?
Why would you not?
It's always a funny like if you go there on like on Fat Tuesday,
Yeah.
Punchki Day.
Yeah.
Like they'll have like kielbasa fried rice. Like it's
So-
so. I remember going there for lunch. I met up Billy a few years ago, and we were doing punchki shots, which is like quarter punchkis, which are jelly donuts, and they were putting vanilla vodka in it. And then like there was what are we eating? And then so like I got a kielbasa, but I'm like kielbasa fried rice. I gotta have.
Yeah.
Like, why would you be cooking that?
So where they have a sponsorship with Wing Chun's Kung Fu or something, or
Probably
Chinese
someplace
food?
next door that
Yeah.
can't sell food on
Right.
on Fat Tuesday. So
Right.
we'll bring you over a couple trays and
Do what you got to do.
right.
Dang, that sucks, man. Every year I miss Punchki Day. I always come like, 2 weeks too early?
yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's 2 weeks out.
yeah.
That's I'm not gonna lie. I've been going the last like for a long time now. I married a Polish girl and her sister. They always like so. I've been I'll rival that to St. Patrick's Day these days.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that party in Hamtown for Punchki Day.
Oh man, I
There's
should
a-
just fly back and party with you guys. Like it's $150 round trip ticket. I should
Oh.
come back with you.
Well, don't do what I did when I flew to Philly. I got a cheaper ticket.
Oh my God.
To
He
Newark.
literally
Was
flew
it
us
Newark?
back in time.
and then we had to take like $100 Uber.
What?
So it made no sense.
Dude,
why I
he
got the
literally
cheaper
flew
ticket.
us back in time.
It was a Greyhound station.
What?
We
Airport.
landed at an airport. Like they did the whole like wheel the stairs up.
Yes,
to
and you
the
had to
plane,
walk off, yeah.
and you had to walk off, and then there was like a 40-foot, and then you had to go like on this carousel thing that would like get you to a ramp that got you to an extended walkway that eventually got you. Dude, like seriously, like when we got, I'm like, did we literally fly back in time? Like what the hell's going
Yeah,
on?
what's going
I
on?
didn't know.
No, I know. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying it
you're
was.
looking to, you're being economical and it backfired. That's cool.
Meanwhile, there was me, and I'm like, dude, it's Philly. It's 8 hours. We should just drive.
yeah, it's not.
But we we need to go back for one reason and one reason only. There
What's
was a
that?
place called Bob and Barbara's that was a Pabst Blue Ribbon bar. Oh, if you ever Google it,
I've never heard of.
if you ever Google it, it's called. And then they have a drag queen disco cover band.
Dude,
And
Floor to ceiling.
this is Philly.
yeah,
Floor to ceiling, every wall is like stuff from an old Pabst
and
plant.
I didn't pack my sport coat.
Oh my god!
Like employee badges.
You would have been the freaking king in
Yeah.
there, man.
Dude, like employee badges,
Oh my
paperwork.
God.
I mean,
What
it
was the place, the birthday bar? What was that?
It was the
called?
Happy Birthday Bar.
Right, but it was something like Joe's Happy Birthday Bar.
What was that place called? The Happy.
Well,
Birthday
that was the
Bar.
funny thing. You go into the karaoke room, and it's like 150 people in like a room the size of this studio.
Right.
And to get into karaoke is a joke. So Dave throws 2 20s on there and goes, I'm doing Humpty Dance. Bob's doing a hot take on me. So he sings, I sing, we GTFO.
Right before you got assaulted in
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Well, then we like went to a place, Dirty Frank's.
Well, dude, the great thing about Philly, and this is like, so that first night before we went up at Passangino's, dude, every neighborhood in Philly has its own corner dive bar.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we were making our way from one to the other. And there was, though I don't know if this is the same one you were talking about or not, but there was this one we went to. I guess it was the bartender's birthday, or at least she said it was. And I don't care what we ordered or how many of them we ordered.
Right.
Like, she would bob and weave and sway and look at what she gave us and go, $7.50.
That's the one where we picked up the 2 lesbians and got in the Ubers with us.
Let's be honest. They picked us up. they flat out said they were adopting us, and
Well, there
and
was
we were theirs for
there was the
night.
one that looked like me.
Yes.
Then there was the like the one that was the pretty one,
Yes.
the lipstick one, and the lipstick one was convinced I was gay.
Yes.
So she like all night she's like
Well,
kept going.
why should we think? Why should you think that? Whatever would give her that idea?
I wasn't like wearing the flag collar. And
I,
I'm like, oh, no, it's not like it even. At the one point, I was just angry. I'm like, what did it even matter either way? I'm like, fine, I am. Like, whatever. Like,
yeah,
you know,
all right, fine, I'm gay.
stop talking to me about that.
Right.
You know,
Let's talk about anything else.
right.
Holy crap! You guys make it back to Philly for God knows what reason. Yeah, I want to go to that PBR bar with you guys.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had no
There-
idea it existed.
Dude, there were, and there's got to be.
Google it, Bob and Barbara's.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and we started off the night at like the oldest bar in Philly.
The Ben Franklin.
Yeah, which was just friggin' amazing.
And that was the funniest part. Like my friend RINO, that was the main event. He's on Impact Wrestling now. He's been on WWE for years and years and years.
Yeah.
ECW legend, and he's a big time politics. Like he loves talking politics, and not in a my team better, your team better.
Sure.
He just
Just
likes
knowledgeable.
the process, and he goes, bro, yeah, come up to Philly. We'll go check out the Bell, and we'll go see Ben Franklin's place, and we'll go to the Declaration of Independence. I'm like, dude, I just want to eat cheesesteaks and get shitty.
Right.
Like, and he's like, oh, you disappoint me, man. Like, and here you got this guy, that, like,
I expected more out of you, Bob.
well, you think you're a pro wrestler. No.
Right.
Like, dude, he will put you to sleep with what he knows
Right.
about history. I mean, it's crazy.
Right.
all I want to do is eat and drink shots at shitty bars. Like,
Right. He all went all
Which we-
Jesse the Body Ventura and
Which we did a lot of.
Arnold and
right. Well, he tried to run for state rep, and like as a Republican in like a Democrat district since like the land before or the time before time.
right.
Yeah.
And he actually did all right, you know. But then he now he just bought a marina down in Monroe. And
Oh, okay. So he runs that.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like his dream in life is like he's a boat guy. So
Right.
yeah, now he's like picking shit, living on the marina.
That's cool. Yeah, that was right around the corner from we went to Monroe Pop Fest, right?
Yeah. It was.
Oh, yeah, it's right there. Yeah.
Good old Monroe Pop Fest.
Yeah.
Where Randy almost got us killed. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That story's been told a couple times here.
Where I had the worst gas of my life.
That I still say the best.
No Chinese food ever.
No, just the
food was so
Bob in a dive bar bathroom getting walked in on.
no
Oh,
lock-
right.
with
There was
no
no
lock.
lock. I forgot
with
about
no
that.
lock
Oh,
is
God,
one
I
of the
felt.
best things that has
So
ever
here I
happened.
am. My stomach is like it's wretched.
destroyed.
Dead. So I'm like, guys, I gotta poop. Watch the door. So I go to the damn bathroom. I'm not kidding. Like as soon as I sit down, a door opens up with some drunk guy from the Old Man. I'm like, Dad, get out of here! Like, I come out and I'm like all scowl face. I'm like, I know you fuckers are watching the door. Like,
Sorry.
yeah, I know, right?
Not sorry.
Not
So that's
sorry.
why I had no issues. I was underneath a ceiling fan from hell, and I'm like, I had no issues like passing gas under that ceiling fan
it's
and
spread
wafting
over to everybody,
wafting
yeah.
it to all you guys. Yeah,
it's
at
the-
once.
It's the gift that kept on giving.
I didn't have to cup of soupy or nothing. It was automatic.
Yeah.
All right, so hey, it's a little after 10 o'clock. Should
Okay.
we wrap up and migrate someplace, or what are we doing?
We
That's a
should.
little
I wanted to
why
ask you one question though.
Yes.
So you guys have these palatial studios here in Royal Oak. Have you, after maybe a couple drinks or more than a couple, have you ever passed out here?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Oh, absolutely. The couches are very comfy.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, I have.
Okay, I was just
Oh,
wondering.
there's not a... Yes, absolutely, that has happened.
Okay, yeah, it happened to me. We did a Super Bowl show. These guys wanted
Yep.
to podcast at a bar, and it was $2 mimosa day. and they were buying me stuff as we podcast for 2 hours, and I got all the gear back to the studio. And I was like, I'm gonna just lie down on. And I don't have a couch in that studio. It was a concrete floor. I balled up my jacket as a pillow, and I woke up 2 hours later.
$120 futon that converts to a couch,
right? Or even
from
cheaper,
Walmart. They're amazing. Yeah.
Or sofamania.com. Everybody, if you want
Lysol on tap. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It just I didn't expect that to happen.
Turn on the fumigation machine in the morning.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
absolutely, it's happened.
Okay, fantastic. All right, great. I'm not the only one.
You are not alone.
Okay. That's why you open a podcast studio, man, so you can pass out in it.
Right.
Or a podcast
Udio.
Yes.
So we did have somebody ask what's with the crutches, and I'm like, do you not pay attention? Like, Bob's broken.
Who asked?
His name was Matt Martin.
somebody needs to catch up.
Yeah, I was like, Bob's broken. That's what's up.
Yeah, left. Yeah, this is the first time I've driven since November 22nd today. Because I couldn't bend my knee into the car. So yeah, it was interesting. It's like riding a bike, except you push gas down
I was
instead
like,
of pedaling.
You were pedaling? You made a
wasn't
Flintstone
gonna
car?
No.
That's why he's on crutches. He had to ride. He was driving.
No, I
a
still
car.
got another month and a half at least of physical
recovery.
therapy. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So looking forward to that. No, I'm not. Just kidding.
Not really, no.
Well, how's that going though? Is it tough?
It
the
sucks.
PT.
I was not nearly as crying and screaming as much as I was in the beginning.
Wow. Okay.
But
so
it's pretty much. I'm pretty much accustomed to. Okay, I'm going to walk in this place and I'm going to scream and cry for an hour, and then they're going to.
As is your right.
Then I'm going to go home. My wife's going to drive, and it's Taco Bell right before the M59 exit.
Nice.
I'm going to get Taco Bell, and then I'm going to go plop my ass on the couch and then cry for a little bit while,
The Taco Bell's your reward.
pretty much. There's nothing else to eat.
That's where your life is
Hey,
going
I mean,
to.
if Planet Fitness has bagel and pizza day,
Sure.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Do I want to walk or do I want to cry for an hour and eat Taco Bell?
No,
So
I want
it's
to cry and
kinda-
eat tacos. Duh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like, I'll tell you one thing they do, and then we'll cut it. So I'm sitting on a table, and my legs are dangling off the table, like a foot off the ground. She puts a thing around my ankle, and then it has like a stirrup underneath. So she takes her foot, puts her foot in that stirrup, and then steps on the gas all the way to the floor. And then while she's doing that, she has one leg in front, one leg like she's pushing a rock up a hill, and has two thumbs underneath my kneecap. And does it 10 seconds, does it 5 times twice.
Oh, God.
And she's like putting all of her weight.
like that just doesn't sound enjoyable. Like with nothing wrong.
Or, and this was to help you?
Oh no! In the beginning, I was like, I was screaming "Uncle." They were laughing because I'm like,
laughing.
what's my safe word? Like abracadabra, meatloaf,
Meatloaf.
I'm like,
I do it
finally, I just started saying
meatloaf.
Uncle,
Cochise.
right? So then, like now, I kind of not crave it, but it makes me feel like so much better. Like just pulling the knee apart because like what I went through was a living hell. It's like all my ligaments and tendons and muscles are all converged and scar tissue. So they had to break up all like it's a freaking mess. man.
Yeah. But
And
now
that's
you.
how Bob got into pain.
But now
and
you
into
do it by
PTSD.
yourself. You're at home like pulling your
avoiding
kneecap.
it.
Ooh.
Huh? No, I don't. Like I'm at the point. Like now, I'm finally like not like a pain-free day. Like today was like one of my first pain. Like where I'm not. Like there's like getting out of the car, you like feel like a knife underneath your kneecap, or like trying to stand up, or like just the most mundane things you'd have to do.
Right.
And today was like probably yesterday and today were my first two. Like, so.
All right. You ever thought about maybe a faith healer? I'm sure there are a couple of those in Detroit.
No.
Around here.
Crystals.
Hallelujah!
No.
You are healed.
No.
My son.
Miyagi's dead. No. Like,
Not anymore.
No, yeah, exactly. Rub the hands together. Yeah, it doesn't work. Good old fashioned torture and whatever works.
Right. Only in the movies.
I'm just hoping it'll be I don't know what I'm going to do with myself because all I've been doing is sitting on a damn chair. I missed New Year's. I missed our Christmas party for work. I missed the friend's Christmas party, the cousin's Christmas party.
Oh, we should have brought it. We'll bring the party to you, dude.
Yeah.
I would have.
No, like a couple buddies came over for Super Bowl and it was like,
that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, and so I ordered White Castle and pizza, and you know what I mean. But what am I going to do?
Right.
Like, that's the thing. Like getting out of this chair was like, like watch me struggle while I grab my walker and
we understand,
go piss.
Man.
I know.
You went through major procedure.
Well, you're getting old, man. Because one guy's like, oh yeah, my heart, oxygen levels are shit. And your knee. And everyone's talking about their ailments, and one guy got his gallbladder removed.
Oh God.
It's like remember when we used to talk about titty? Like whatever happened in those days? Like.
Sure.
We're talking about our freaking anus leakage now.
Right.
Jesus
Catheters,
Christ.
enemas,
Right.
all that shit. Yeah.
Hey, remember that one time time. I got a suppository up my ass because I couldn't poop at the hospital.
I went on a pick line for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was doing antibiotics.
Oh, that's the worst, dude. You ever have one of those?
I have not. Thankfully.
Fucking pick line in my arm because I had to do antibiotics in my house. And so it's like sticking on your arm. So like if you shower, you have to like wrap saran wrap on your arm. But it's like dangling.
Oh god.
Like on
foreign
like
object.
in your left bicep.
Right.
And you're like, just when the nurse came and took that out, I'm like, holy like that
This
sucked.
is the greatest day of my life.
And I was in for like 2.5 weeks.
Right. Oh crap, dude.
And they're like, I hope it doesn't get infected. I'm like, after the shit I went through with my knee, I'm like, it probably is. Just call the ambulance now.
And I've got
just
Ebola.
Your luck.
Right.
Yeah.
right. And then
who asked about my goddamn knee anyway? I was having a great day.
Yeah, what the hell, dude?
All right, well, then let's just wrap this up and move on.
Let's go drink. But yeah, thank you guys for the warm welcome back.
Of course.
We'll all be at Astronomicon this weekend.
We will.
All 3 days.
Come and hang out with us. Keep Bob company, keep me company.
Yeah.
I'll just be talking to myself at the podcast booth.
Keep Dave company. If that's not enough, Lita and what's her name? Who's the other wrestler's
Alexis
name?
Who's on the
Bliss.
poster? Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss will be there. And then
And
Skolnick.
and
If he's gonna break my heart.
I mean, Dante and Randall are going to be there.
oh yeah, it's Jeff Randall Anderson's first con appearance ever. That's pretty momentous.
If I don't get Skolnick to go, I can't even do it without coughing. If I don't get him to do that, I'm going to be really sad.
And then
I'm
for your
sad panda.
Breaking Bad fans, RJ Mitty will be there. Walt Jr.
Yep.
Who he may come party with us. We'll see.
Alrighty then.
He's been known to party here and there. We may or may not.
We
have gotten
never
drunk
say
together
no
once or twice
to a flock
or more. But yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. This could be fun.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. Podcast Detroit,
problem.
everybody.
Always good seeing you, man. Thanks for hanging out with us.
And you got your fun bottle to bring home.
Oh my God! So yeah, real quick, yeah, you gifted me with a bottle of Jepson's Malort, which is the best gift ever and the worst tasting thing ever.
And I love how the thing was addressed to Bob and Dave, and it was like, so technically the bottle's half mine, and Dave just gives it away. Like
I'm sorry. Did you want it?
No.
Do you
fuck
consent?
no.
Do you want half of it?
No, God, no.
I'll pour out half of it.
Pour in my hand for a dime. No, I don't want that shit.
No, I'll put it in a bag for you, like a plastic bag. You can take
Right.
it home.
How about you just shit in some like
That would make it taste better.
right,
yeah.
and then like strain that out and
You have
freaking
no idea how happy
cheesecloth.
this makes me. This is like this.
I knew you were hunting it down.
Yeah, I really was.
Would you like
And
some
I couldn't-
toilet water?
Would taste better as well. Your ass juice would taste better than this.
Nice.
But yeah, but you can't bottle that. So.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to hanging you all weekend. I appreciate you coming
Can't
down.
wait, man. Love you guys.
Hanging out. Love you too, man. This is the podcast Detroit Udio. I got Podca
/
Udio.
/ shared universe /
Trying to
yeah.
incorporate Podca Studio.
Podca
Udio.
Detroit. I don't know.
All right, get the hell out of here.